following radio show is live, except for the announcement you're hearing right now.
A lot of people are filling out their brackets, having fun with March Madness.
Let's go with March Madness.
March Madness.
I'm very excited. It's Tuesday.
Showtime!
It's not roll time, it's showtime. Are you guys ready?
Red Wolf Roll Call Radio.
God, here we go again.
Why don't you go find a corner to hide in? I'll get to you later. I don't want to have to deal with you now.
Houston, we have a problem.
So crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Go ahead. Make my day.
There's something screwy around here.
It's getting bigger by the minute.
Pleasure overload.
Good morning, Vietnam!
You should never be allowed to talk to people.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, get in there, talk about www.com, and you got them naked chicks on there, man. You go click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Never fall in love with a musician.
Damn, that boy can sing.
Must be crazy.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
The following program contains material not suitable for children, adults, or childish adults.
It's showtime, folks. Red Wolf Roll Call Radio.
Good morning, and welcome to RWRC Radio. We're fueled by Flash Market. JC, Uncle Walls, coming to you live from J-Town's Grill. Attention members and guests, right here on ESPN Jonesboro, 92.7, Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21, and of course, all across the planet on our website, redwolfrollcall.com, and the RWRC Radio App. It is Tuesday. It's a 2 for Tuesday, so if you want to get in your song request today, it's very, very easy. All you have to do is reach us on the Back in Action hotline, 870-330-0927. Superior Lawn Service text line, 870-372-RWRC. That is 7972. And, of course, you can always reach us all across that bright and shiny, freshly vacuumed Rhino Car Wash social media sideline, Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook. It is Tuesday here at J-Town's, so you know what that means. $2 Beef Taco Tuesday all day long. And as Uncle Wall says, they're not your average everyday tacos. They are kicked up a notch.
And you get them hard or soft.
There you go. Whatever you're in the mood for, hard or soft on this lovely, lovely Tuesday. But coming up on the show, plenty to talk about. NFL free agency is fully underway now, or as they call legal tampering time is underway.
I've noticed like in the last, well, really all day, but the last 30 minutes, Twitter is going nuts.
Well, I have to say that I'm very, very proud of my Chicago Bears so far, as they have addressed some key needs, and they've went out and targeted two guys I was hoping to get, and they've got them. And, of course, it will not be official until after 3 o'clock tomorrow. It's 4 o'clock Eastern time, 3 o'clock our time, and that will officially be when they can sign.
Well, it looks like the Kirk Cousins sweepstakes is over with.
Yeah, and it's fine. You know, I thought all along he would go to the Vikings, and it's fine with me. He's in the Bears division. I am one of those guys. I think Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback.
Right.
Is he a great quarterback? Absolutely not. But he is a product of hitting free agency at a time that there's not a lot of premier quarterbacks.
No.
I mean, so he's going to be the best name because he's thrown for over 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
He's had success, but he has basically a losing record.
Right. But, I mean, do you blame him kind of enjoying the recruiting process?
No, and that's the thing. It's weird that these things are getting done as fast as they are because they're not taking all these trips. Like, he didn't go to New York, Denver, and Minnesota like you would think. They are getting this done quick before it's actually even open. And so money talks, and there have been a whole host of agreements. We'll leave it at that, agreements, because they're not signings until tomorrow. But there's been a lot of those. We'll talk about some of those on the show today. AState News, Kern is transferring from Arkansas State. We'll talk a little bit about that. That opens up another scholarship for Coach Mike Bellato and his staff to go out and recruit. Connor will graduate in May, so congratulations to Connor Kern, and wish him the best. He'll have an opportunity to go somewhere and get a graduate degree and play 2 more years for another program. So congratulations to Connor Kern and best wishes to him. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Also, Walls, one of the things that you brought up when I got here this morning is it's somebody's birthday.
Yes.
Hal is turning 10 years old today.
That's right.
How crazy is that?
You know, and the thing about it is what was it, probably 2-3 months leading up to that, everybody had their idea of what it was going to be, and of course, you went through the process of everybody's input of what you want the nickname to be, and then of course, you had the committee, then you had the other committee, and then you had another committee, and then then they hired a marketing firm, and at the end of the day, the creative services over at Arkansas State were the ones who end up creating the design of how.
I liked all the suggestions. I liked all the suggestions of what the new mascot would be.
Right.
Before it was Red Wolves. There was several. We'll talk a little bit about that as well. But there's plenty to talk about on today's show. And, I mentioned yesterday we were talking about Drew Brees. Well, they got the deal done.
Yeah, they did.
It's not quite in the 12th hour, but they did get it done.
2 years, $50 million?
Yeah. I think, and that'll probably be the end of his career.
Yeah.
So he will at least finish with the New Orleans Saints, most likely.
I think I can live off that.
You think?
2 years.
I don't know. You're kind of high maintenance. 2 years, $50 million. That's a lot of pork rinds and the clear stuff.
Some people call me a diva, but I'm not. I'm simple.
Yeah, you're simple, all right. You got part of that right.
Just gonna be pork rinds and Vienna sausages and
a cardiologist.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, we've got plenty to talk about today. We just highlight some of the things that are on our to-do list. But as always, we'll get ready to kick this party off with your game day forecast, brought to you by Safe Light Auto Glass. And, of course, it is followed up by all that other stuff.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Julian with Safe Light Auto Glass.
So you think all auto glass companies are the same? Only America's largest gives you the reliability of this Safe Light advantage. It's what makes us different, with over 5,000 mobile glass shops in all 50 states. So we're always nearby, and the only national lifetime guarantee, keeping you covered wherever you are. Make the safe choice.
Just ask your insurance company for Safe Light or call 800-800-2727 or go to safelight.com.
Better yet, we have a local number. I'm going to give it to you right now, 972-4797. Give them a call right now and set up that appointment. Now, you can bring it in if you want to, but they'd rather come to you. They'll come to your house or they'll come to your business where you work. They'll replace that rock chip, or if it's a total replacement, no problem. They can do that too. And they also handle all the insurance. Now, I'm telling you all this stuff, you're sitting there going like, well, that's too good to be true. Well, it is, because at Safe Light, it's all about convenience for you, period.
That's exactly what they're about.
No other ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, it's all about convenience for you. That's Safe Light Auto Glass. Well, let's look at your game day forecast brought to you by Safe Light. High of 53 today, low of 30 tonight, Joel. 30.
Well, and I was looking at the weather this morning when I was trying to decide what I was going to wear. I was like, is it going to be warm today? And then I looked and I was like, no, it's 37.
Well, if you're going out to the Tom tonight, ASU is playing Southern Illinois, 6 o'clock's first pitch.
Have fun with that.
I would bundle up a little bit.
It's going to be brisk.
It's going to be brisk, and the wind's going to be blowing tonight. Tomorrow, 54 for a high, low of 39. Still going to be sunny, and also sunny on Thursday. Now, Thursday we start to warm up, get up around 70 degrees on Thursday. Right now, Friday's looking mid-60s and some thunderstorms, mainly on Friday. Saturday and Sunday right now, in the mid-60s and a very slight chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And keep in mind, AState's hosting Coastal Carolina this weekend.
Yeah, it's a big series.
So Looks like the weather is going to cooperate for the rest of the weekend after we get past Friday. In the queue today, we get a chance to talk about A-State bowling, also some A-State golf. All right, all that other stuff, Joel. On this date in 1975, this is one of your favorite artists. I know how much you love her. Have You Ever Been Mellow by Olivia Newton-John hits #1 on the Billboard and stays there for 4 weeks.
Have you ever been mellow?
Yeah.
That one's not ringing a bell for me. It hit #1?
Yes, it hit #1.
I'm going to have to play it on the show.
You'll have to. On this day, 1976, the Jackson 5.
We're doing it.
Moved from Motown to Epic Records. They also changed their name to the Jacksons.
The Jacksons.
Yes.
No relation. Obviously, way too much talent.
Yes. From the Jackson 5 to the Jacksons. On this day, 1982, T.J. Hooker debuted on ABC. William Shatner was the star of that show. He's a great, fantastic actor. It ran for 5 seasons and 91 episodes. And Heather Locklear wasn't too bad either.
And that's also like saying Uncle Walls is a looker. But anyway.
On this date, 2002, Fox aired Celebrity Boxing. Tanya Harding beat Paula Jones. Danny Bonaducci beat Barry Williams. And Todd Bridges defeated Rob Van Winkle. Or better yet, you know him as Vanilla Ice.
Yes. I could have. You put a crackhead against a poser. What do you think is going to happen?
And finally, on this date, 2006, Isaac Hayes quits the TV series South Park after an episode airs mocking his religion, Scientology.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that. Isaac Hayes, I actually got a fist bump from Isaac Hayes before he passed.
But I will say, the part he played on South Park was hilarious.
Yes. He, I was in Memphis, and he hit me with a fist bump, and it was hilarious. I always talk about the story. I was at the Grizzlies game, and he went by, and he stopped, and he gave me a fist bump. My buddy was right next to me.
Yeah.
He put his fist out. Isaac walked past him.
Oh, wow.
Gave him the cold shoulder.
Wow.
It was fantastic.
Wow.
It was fantastic. Matter of fact, it was, I'll never forget because it was a Valentine's Day. It was a Valentine's Day game. And I kept making the comment, there's a bunch of dudes together at a basketball game on Valentine's Day. Boy, it says a lot about us.
Well, I can't really say anything. There's you and I traveled to Disney World together, so.
Well, we did. And
shared rides together.
Yeah, and Uncle.
and I'm safe about, my masculinity. I don't know about him, but me, I'm okay with it.
He's okay with his because he's never found it. But anyway.
I lost mine out there around 2 Lot one night in Hatchican Bottoms.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. And to this day, he won't go near a stump. But anyway, that is your game day forecast brought to you by Safe Light Auto Glass. And, yes, all that other stuff. All right. Normally it's break time, but since he's calling in early and he don't abide by the rules, we'll head to the Back in Action hotline and we'll talk to our man, Zach. What's up, dude?
What's going down, wild man?
Man, can't call it. Just know it's a Tuesday at J-Town's. It's sunny outside, and, we're alive and kicking, so that's all pluses.
Yes, sir, it is. What's up, Uncle Walls?
Same thing. J-Town's Tuesday. You know what we're going to be doing later on.
I hear you. You going to be chowing down on some Torcos later?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Hey, JC, I saw we're in Major League Baseball in the exhibition roundup. You boys, the Cubbies, #1 in the National League, and Houston's #1 in the American League. You think we could this could be a prelude to what we see come October?
Man, you have to talk to me in about August or September, man. I don't put any stock into spring training at all because we talked about this yesterday. The Cubs were had one of the worst records in spring training in 2016, and you see how that worked out.
That is true. That's true.
And in Houston, good old Dallas Keuchel, he needs to watch his mouth. He might write a check that his tail can't cash, calling out the Cubs.
What happened there?
Well,
what was that all about? What happened there, man?
Well, basically, in other terms, he basically was asked. He was asked about a World Series hangover. He said, "We're not the Cubs. We got a lot more talent than them."
That's what I thought. Yeah, man, that could make for a nice little rivalry come this spring and summer, couldn't it? Possibly.
Well, you look at Houston, have a little success for the first time in franchise history, and all of a sudden it's gone to their head. But it's all good. It's all good. I like it.
The Houston Astros.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, they gotta be a little humble there. But I saw the Yanks. They came in second, but. You think they're going to, adding Stanton to the lineup? You think that's going to be enough firepower to get them over the hump and get them to the World Series this year?
Man, I hope he.
I don't know, man. I'm not just sold on hitting alone.
If they're going to have him in left field, they better be careful because I've seen some low lights. I ain't even going to call them highlights. Some low lights of him playing left field, and he hasn't looked too comfortable. He's certainly not played well in left field, but I realize he's got to adapt and so on and so forth. But as a guy who's used to playing on the opposite corner, that could play a role. And I got to see it myself with Kyle Schwarber playing in left field. For a guy that's not used to playing in left field, you don't want them learning on the job. Because one mistake out there could cost you 2 or 3 runs, and we all know that 2 or 3 runs can easily cost you a game. So it's going to be interesting to watch where they put him in the outfield, and if they are going to use him a lot in left, that's going to be something to keep an eye on.
And we all know that Stanton, too, has had his fair share of injuries over the past couple of years also. So, he's had trouble staying healthy for a full season for a while now, hasn't he?
That is a fact, and that was something I told Walls about back when free agency opened up, and they were talking about him possibly going to the Cardinals. I said, you go back and you look at the number of games he's played. Do you really want to pay that kind of money for that kind of risk? And so him staying healthy is going to be huge.
Zach, to answer your question, I looked at the Cubbies schedule, and the Cubbies, Cardinals, everybody in the National League Central is playing in the American League Central this year. So if the Cubs were to see the Astros, it would have to be in a World Series setting.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing that, to be honest with you. But moving on, guys, have y'all filled out y'all's Final Four brackets yet? Or how many got filled out, better yet?
I took my first crack at it this morning, but I will probably go back and kind of go through it one more time and probably tweak it, and then probably here at the end of the week I'll probably go, why did I go tweak it? I had it right the first time.
Well, I tell you, Zach, of course, we've got the RWRC Radio bracket out there, so if you want to join it. We put together a nice prize pack last year for the winner, Melissa Turner. She won, and she's already been talking trash about defending her title.
A woman won last year?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's crazy that a woman loves sports, right?
I love the Texas, brother.
Yeah, but anyway, so get in the league and see if you can beat us. I ran through on Sunday and just kind of filled it out real quick just to make sure I had one done. But I'm going to go back, obviously, before Thursday and kind of analyze it and spend a little bit more time on it. I may not change a thing.
But, to me, there's 2 things that I'm sitting there and I'm debating. One, and Joel and I have talked about this for the past 2 weeks, that the field this year in March Madness, to me, it's wide open. And we were watching some broadcast the other night in New Orleans where one of the TV analyst color guys said, he could possibly see 30 different teams being able to win the national championship. The other thing, too, is you go in there and you look at those 8-9 matchups, those, 6 and 11, and I'm sitting there and I know I need to leave them alone, but a lot of times that's where your upsets happen.
Right. You guys got the usual suspects in there in y'all's championship game, Virginia, Villanova, or Kansas, versus like Xavier, or y'all kind of shake it up a little bit?
Right now, I've got Kansas beating Virginia, but like I said, this is tentative because I will probably go back in there and change a few other things up this afternoon.
For me, Zach, I've got my Final Four, like I said, and keep in mind I just ran through it. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time on it. But my Final Four is Virginia, Gonzaga, Villanova, Duke, and then I've got Villanova and Virginia playing in the championship game. Villanova winning.
I got Michigan State beating Virginia in the championship. So
no, that's a good pick, and I looked at that one hard, and I might go back and change it because I sit there thinking, man, you just don't. discount Tom Izzo. He knows how to win. He always knows how to get the team ready, especially in those type of games.
Oh yeah. I'd like to see, guys. I'd like to see maybe in the Sweet 16 the Razorbacks meet up with Wichita State. I'd love to see Austin Reeves play. He's one of my favorite players to ever come out of this area. Most exciting players on top of that. And I'd love to see a Hogs Wichita State matchup in the Sweet 16. How about y'all?
Well, and I'm not sure Arkansas wants to see that matchup. Just being honest with you, but I'm sure, yeah, with local ties, there are a lot of people that would want to see that.
You better worry about Butler first.
Well, they can say what they let go, what got away from them, is what I'm saying. Austin, what they could have had. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and congratulations to Austin. I talked to him several times, and he made it very clear to me early on what was most important to him. And when he told me what was most important to him, it gave me a pretty good idea that he would be going out of state. And he has certainly had a very good start to his career.
Definitely. And let me say this about the Razorbacks right quick, fellas, and we'll wrap it up here for break time. I got to say, they came in there in the SEC tournament and made a pretty good showing, beating, winning 2 games there. Beat South Carolina and then turned around and beat Florida. Florida's had their number for several years and lost to a good Tennessee team that lost to eventual champs Kentucky. So, and Boffer's been playing his ass off, man. He's been playing lights out. I hope he can carry this on into the tournament. And that freshman Gafford, we got that little core, that little trio of Macon, Barford, and Gafford. I think we've got a pretty good shot at getting it maybe to the Sweet 16, and I think that could be a good possibility. So we'll have to see what happens. But on another note, fellas, Red Wolf Mark had a small tumor removed from his stomach here recently, as early as last week, and going to make a full recovery, fellas. It's non-cancerous, so he has not missed a beat.
Well, that's certainly good to hear. I mean, I hadn't heard anything about that, but that's certainly good to hear.
Well, I think basically the doctor said he's got a digestive system like a billy goat, but I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, well, that's good. I know somebody else that has one of those too.
Oh yeah, but yeah, he has not missed a beat, so I'm happy about that.
They say those things run in the family, Zach.
Oh, that's what I hear, man. That's what I hear.
Digestive systems
I may get checked out. Well, you got a question today yet? Or
well, we're gonna fire it off to start the next segment.
Cool. What's y'all's text line, man? I got your number down, but something happened. It wouldn't take text or nothing, so I can text my answer in.
All right. Well, I'll give it to you as soon as we hang up, so you can put it in the phone while we're talking.
Nice. Catch y'all later, fellas. And
see you, buddy.
Tacos.
All right, man. See ya. That's our man Zach on the Back in Action hotline, and the text line. We say it. Well, I say it 8 million times a show, but I'll say it here for you real slow, Zach, and anybody else that wants it. I know it's a lot easier for a lot of people to text than it is to call in on the Back in Action hotline, or some people just are afraid to call in, and I understand that. But the Superior Lawn Service text line number is 870-372. And the last 4 is easy to remember. It's RWRC, but it's 7972. 870-372-7972. That is the text line. And as promised, Walls, I told you I was going to do this.
A little Olivia?
Because I'm trying. I need a refresher because it didn't strike a chord with me when you said it. And so I need a little refresher here to see if I recognize this on this 2 for Tuesday. RWRC Radio live from J-Town's Grill. Attention members and guests. Right here on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7, Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21.
I was like you. There was a day when I just had to tell my point of view. I was like you. Now I don't mean to make you frown. No, I just want you to slow down. Have you never been that low?
This segment is brought to you by United Pawnbrokers, 701 South G Street. Owners Dale and Amy Barber buy and sell new and used firearms, ammo and accessories, tools, electronics, guitars, jewelry, and pay top dollar for your gold and silver. United Pawnbrokers, the best little pawn shop in town.
Everyone's heard the phrase one-stop shopping, and in today's world where time is valuable and convenience is the word, our society wants things fast and immediate. Now, take that same adage and apply that to real estate and property management business. Believe it or not, there is one company located here in Northeast Arkansas that's head and shoulders above anyone else in the real estate market with nearly 30 years of experience. On Q Real Estate and Property Management is the one-stop shopping for all your real estate and property management needs. Specializing in management of single-family homes, apartments, condos, office and retail, as well as residential sales. Bottom line, On Q will protect your investment, keeping an eye on it 24/7 with worry-free maintenance. They'll make sure you maximize your goals and objectives as a property owner. You can find On Q Real Estate and Property Management on Facebook or Twitter, or online at onqproperties.com. Give them a call at 870-520-MGMT. Property owners, do yourself a favor. Take one more worry out of your life. On Q Real Estate and Property Management. Management this good cannot be ignored.
Stadium Auto Body, take care of you.
Changes everywhere, even in the auto body industry. Stadium Auto Body is changing with the industry to adapt to deliver you excellent quality repairs, superior customer service, and a quick turnaround time start to finish. Stadium Auto Body gets you back on the road fast. Stadium Auto Body on Stadium Boulevard in Jonesboro and Highway 49 North in Paragould.
Stadium Auto Body, take care of you.
Attention, members and guests. Oh yeah, love that horn and love that song. AState must have scored again. That's what you'll hear when you're at J-Town's Grill. If you listen to the Red Wolf Roll Call Radio Network, we constantly talk about food and where to eat. One of our favorite places is located right across the street from Centennial Bank Stadium and just a few blocks from Tomlinson Kell the Convocation Center. Start your meal with a wide selection of appetizers, and then comes your hardest part, choosing from one of the many selections from their menu. Chicken, burgers, pork, turkey, ham, shrimp, fish. J-Town's has something for everyone. The food, it's delicious, and the staff, they're wonderful. J-Town's Grill is the place to be every day. And remember, start your game day early and finish your game day late at J-Town's Grill. J-Town's Grill, 2610 East Johnson, right across the street from Centennial Bank Stadium. Give them a call today, 870-275-6514.
For nearly 10 years now, at the corner of Glenwood and Southwest Drive, Garehan Dental Care has been in the business of you. At Garehan Dental Care, it's their priority to deliver quality care to informed patients in a comfortable and convenient setting. An alumnus of Jonesboro High School, Arkansas State, and the University of Tennessee College of Dentistry, Dr. Emily Garehan cares about you. To take care of you, Dr. Garehan strives to stay ahead of the curve with the newest technology available for dental practices. Whether it's general dentistry to children or adults, Garehan Dental Care performs root canals, extractions, crowns, bridges, veneers, white composite fillings, dentures, and partials. They also offer Invisalign, a clear alternative to traditional metal braces. Plus, they offer different levels of teeth whitening, from easy at-home bleaching to more involved office procedures. Garehan Dental Care is always accepting new patients, and every day they're making more happy yous. You deserve the best because there's only one of you, and you only have one smile for a lifetime. Let Garehan Dental Care make you a happy you. Garehan Dental Care on Facebook, Twitter, and at GarehanDentalCare.com. Garehan Dental Care, 460 Southwest Drive. Call them at 870-931-1100. They're open Monday through Wednesday, 8:30 to 5, Thursdays, 7 to 3. Just for you. Teamwork, the combined effort of a group of people, especially when effective and efficient. That definition applies to Stanley & Woodard Law Firm. Dedicated to a process, dedicated to excellence, dedicated to quality, dedicated to an oath. Bill Stanley and Jared Woodard are dedicated to those ideas. ASU alum, ASU letterman, they understand teamwork, combining their efforts to find justice for you, never taking shortcuts. Stop getting the runaround and start getting results. Whether you're looking for representation regarding personal injury, civil litigation, litigation, DWI, criminal defense, wrongful death, or nursing home abuse or negligence. You won't find better representation in the greater Jonesboro area. With a combined 35 years practicing law, Stanley & Woodard Law Firm delivers the respect you deserve. Stop the frustration. Start the process today. To make an appointment, go by Stanley & Woodard Law offices at 326 South Church Street, or give them a call 932-2000. 932-2000. Or log on to StanleyWoodard.com. Respect, results, relief. That's the Stanley & Woodard Law Firm. Get everything you need to make your tailgate a hit at the Party Store. The Party Store, just 10 minutes from the Convo and 10 minutes from Tailgate City. The Party Store, your tailgating headquarters in Northeast Arkansas. Make your run the right one. The Party Store, right on the Craighead-Greene County line on Highway 49. The Party Store, with a wide selection of domestic and imported beers. One of the largest wine selections in the area, and every type of spirit to make your next party spirited. So whether you're grilling out on the deck or throwing the mother of all tailgates, make it the Party Store. Right now at the Party Store, get Jack Daniels, the half-gallon gift set, $20.99. 30 packs of Bud Light, Coors, Miller Lite, $2 off. And Trace Agave Tequila Margarita Kit, $24.29, a $32.29 value. The Party Store is your tailgating headquarters in Northeast Arkansas. Get everything you need to make your tailgate a hit at the Party Store today.
When your team gets on the scoreboard, it's time to celebrate. But you can score big, too, with O'Charlie's All-You-Can-Eat Tender Tuesday and Catfish Thursday. Every Tuesday, each chicken tenders dinner comes with an unlimited amount of fresh, never frozen, double hand-breaded tenders. And every Thursday, each catfish dinner comes with a steady stream of fried Mississippi Delta farm-raised catfish. All-You-Can-Eat Tender Tuesday and Catfish Thursday from O'Charlie's. Get the most bang for your buck on your favorite Southern meals.
And now, back to Red Wolf Roll Call Radio with JC and Uncle Walls, fueled by Flash Market, live from the Stadium Auto Body Collision Center studios, right here on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your ear.
Well, a little California love going out to our man Propane Mark by request.
No Olivia Newton-John?
No, she burnt that bridge. She burnt that bridge. You're telling me that was the number one song?
1975 for 4 weeks.
Somebody was chemically induced or hit upside the head with a frying pan or something, because that song was terrible.
It was the middle of the 70s, man.
That was terrible.
We're all rock and roll.
Yeah, well, part of that's all right. But anyway, 11:35. Welcome back to the show, RWRC Radio, fueled by Flash Market. We're live here at J-Town's Grill. Attention members and guests, as we are each and every Tuesday. And, of course, it's $2 Beef Taco Tuesday. Tomorrow, 60-cent Wang Wednesday. Thursday through Sunday, breakfast is served here at J-Town's. It's award-winning as well. Been voted best brunch in Jonesboro. Best burger in Jonesboro. Them wings are award-winning as far as we're concerned.
Oh, yeah.
And we like to say we're wing connoisseurs. I mean, I would like to think that if we
are,
one of us is certainly a dinosaur, and but we would both be considered connoisseurs. But the other one of us, you say they're extinct. I look at one every day, and I say that's all a lie. Every bit of that is a lie. Don't believe it. I got a Velociraptor with me every day.
T-Rex, baby, T-Rex.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you do have them little baby arms. Oh, back in action hotline, 870-330-0927. Superior Lawn Service text line, 870-372-RWRC. That's 7972. And you can always reach us all across that bright and shiny, freshly vacuumed Rhino Car Wash social media sideline, Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook on this lovely, lovely 2 for Tuesday. And if you're new to the show, 2 for Tuesday, very simply, just give me back-to-back song requests from the same band or artist. It's very, very easy. And our man Propane, he did it. He wanted a little California Love, a little Dear Mama. I said, you're speaking to me. Mm-hmm. It's one of my top 2 favorite artists, and Tupac falls into that category. And, just have to have the clean versions is all. Just got to avoid fines. Yeah. I don't need any fines, thanks. I've got enough on my plate without extra fines. But anyway. Well, Walls, how about we get into today's hot topic of the day? Of course, it's always brought to you by Calmer Solutions. And I tell you what, Calmer Solutions has been with us for a very, very long time. And we certainly appreciate them. And they appreciate you guys chiming in, getting in on the fun of our hot topic of the day. You take care of your business, they take care of the technology for your business. So many people have IT departments. You don't need one with Calmer Solutions. They are your IT department.
Well, another thing, too, if you own a business, you're sitting there and you use computers a lot like we do, it's just not performing like it should be. Let them look at it.
It's without a shadow of a doubt that your network is going to fail. Without a shadow of a doubt, your systems are going to fail at some point in time, or you're not going to get the most from your system. Mm-hmm. Maybe you need those tech questions answered for you. Maybe you're trying to decide what direction to go in. They can take care of all that technology part for you. I promise you. They're the best in the business. It's Calmer Solutions, and this is our hot topic of the day. Time now for the Calmer Solutions hot topic of the day. Calmer Solutions 1805 Executive Drive is the new location. Business owners, there's no reason to hire an IT department. Just call Calmer Solutions at 870-336-2169 or find them on the web at calmersolutions.com. Time now for the hot topic of the day.
It's time!
All right, your Calmer Solutions hot topic of the day on this lovely 2 for Tuesday here at J-Town's Grill. This year, the NCAA tournament is wide open. Mm-hmm. Will we see a non-P5 school in the Final Four this year? Now, keep in mind, Gonzaga is non-P5.
Right.
I want people to realize that because some people think Gonzaga, has become a household name. Mm-hmm. They're a perennial top 25 team now. Mm-hmm. They were in the championship game a year ago. Mm-hmm. So I hope people realize that when they're voting.
Also realize Wichita State.
I mean, there's several. There's several in this field that we can talk about. Butler. I mean, there are several, and Butler has also made a championship game.
Xavier.
Lot of non-P5 contenders, in my opinion, in this tournament, and I do believe it's wide open. But apparently, according to the voting on our Rhino Car Wash social media sideline on Twitter, maybe they don't realize that.
Villanova?
I mean, they say nope, not happening. 80% of the votes right now. I hope people pay attention. Class, this could be a trick question for you. But, yes, looking at the voting, right now, it's 50-50 on Facebook. So you always find good sensibility on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I know that sounds crazy to say. Factual things on Facebook?
Yeah.
Watch out. But, Walls, I mean, when we look at this tournament, I really do. I'm not just saying this. I really do believe it's wide open. I look at my Final Four on the quick run-through, and, it's kind of a who's who. Virginia, I've got Gonzaga, Duke, and Villanova. That's what I have in my Final Four. And, but as you look at that, I mean, it wouldn't shock me at all to see a lower seed make the Final Four this year. I mean, there has been – I mean, when you try to think of consistent teams, really the most consistent team has been Virginia.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the number one team in the country. But I think you could have a crazy Final Four this year. I mean, it could be any number of teams.
As we was talking earlier with Zach, and I'm going to go back through there, but no, the teams there that I'm sitting there and I'm scratching my head on, and the thing is you look at Villanova, you look at Gonzaga, you look at Wichita State, you look at Butler. I tell you another team that I've looked more and more at some of the video, and I didn't really see them till last week. But Marquise Pointer, College of Charleston, they're a good team, a really good team. I can see them pulling some upsets in this tournament.
Well, I think, it goes without saying, and it sounds repetitive for us to say it, and we'll probably continue saying it throughout. Of course, the tournament gets underway technically tonight. Mm-hmm. But, I think it goes without saying that this thing could be wild and crazy. I know it started off crappy. No, man, that wasn't bad. That's pretty cool. I like it. I have not heard anybody say that. Everything that I've heard has been negative in regards to that selection show. But it can be wide open. To me, college basketball is so different. It's so different than college football because there are a lot of non-P5 schools that are great basketball programs. And so it doesn't necessarily come as a shock. But I think for a lot of people, they get caught up in the blue bloods.
Right.
They get caught up in the blue blood programs and just automatically assume that they're going to be there. But we see this happen often. Our man G chimes in. He said it don't have to be wide open for non-P5 to make it. Happens all the time. Now, if you say 9 or higher seed, that's more of a bet. Well, and again, though, I think it's easy for people to put their Final Four with, again, blue blood type programs from blue blood type conferences, but I think that there is going to be a really big opportunity this year for the Final Four to be kind of a surprise.
We'll give you another team coming in at a number 2 seed in their bracket, Cincinnati, number 2.
Yeah. No. And if you haven't watched Cincy play this year, hey, they've got all the opportunity in the world.
I'm just kind of going down through the list right here. Of course, you got Gonzaga, you got Houston, San Diego State. I think, they're going to cause some people problems. Providence at number 10 against the number 7 Texas A&M. Keep an eye on that. Rhode Island looked good, and they're taking on Oklahoma. Let's see, just going through this. Like I said, College of Charleston taking on Auburn. New Mexico State taking on Clemson. Just kind of thrown through here. Like I said, Butler at Arkansas. Marshall, Wichita State. That's going to be a good game right there. And
Marshall won the Conference USA tournament because MTSU got knocked out in the first round.
Right.
Marshall had to win the tournament to get in, and that's D'Antoni's brother.
Right.
So they punched their ticket.
Right.
So,
and then, of course, like I said, Villanova, number 1 seed in the East. So that's why I'm saying there's a lot of G5 schools. And there again, I hate saying G5 when we're talking basketball because we could talk G5 and P5 in football. I do not like using G5 and P5 in basketball, nor do I like using it in college baseball because I don't think it exists.
Yeah.
But there's people who want to make it exist, but I to me, it shouldn't exist in those sports.
Unfortunately, though, it's the only way to kind of get people to differentiate the two, but college basketball is so different. It is so different, and you want to see, like you mentioned a Villanova, but it would be nice to see a Wichita State, a Butler, one of those teams. You want to see one of them hoist a trophy at some point. Basketball is so different than football in terms of you actually legitimately, this is going to sound crazy, but you could win a national championship at Arkansas State.
Right.
You could. Because you actually have the opportunity. Mm-hmm. College football, you don't have the opportunity. No. The reality of it is you do not have the opportunity. You look at Central Florida and you look at what they did this year, and they ran that gauntlet, but yet at the end of the day, they had no chance of playing in that top four.
And you have that same opportunity in college baseball. Thus, 2 years ago.
Well, you have it in most every other sport except for football.
That's what I'm saying. So I do not like using G5 and P5 when it comes to all the other sports. If you want to use it in football, fine. I'll settle with that. But it just drives me nuts when people, say that in college basketball and also college baseball. Our man Zach said he's saying, I'm saying yes. And Ken, I hear some Don Henley, Dirty Laundry, and all she wants to do is dance. And then he says we're going to see a team like South Carolina have a Final Four run like they did last year. Or see a team like South Carolina have a Final Four run like they did last year. I agree.
Well, and again, you look at some of these first-round matchups, there's a lot of unpredictability in this.
You always say, it's the team that gets hot at the right time.
And that's why you go back and you look at some of these conference tournaments. You go back and you look at some of the teams and how they got to the dance. I talked about it yesterday. There's the one thing I could change in college football, if I could change it, I would. Is I think there needs to be a play-in round. I'm not talking about what we got right now.
Right.
I don't deem this as a play-in round because technically you're in the tournament.
Right.
You're in the tournament. I mean, you are considered in the tournament. I want them to legitimately consider going to an 8-team play-in. An 8-team play-in. So that we could have Notre Dame. We could have Oklahoma State. We could have St. Mary's. We could have MTSU. We could have these teams that were on the bubble, the on-the-bubble play-in. And I don't think any one of us would not watch that.
No.
But it eliminates the question. It eliminates the should Oklahoma State be in, who has beaten Oklahoma twice. They have beaten Kansas.
And so you don't ask the question, why were they left out? You ask the question, okay, or you say the question is, go and prove yourself now.
Well, A plus B equals C. Let them play. Let them play. Yeah. Put them in. And then you take those 4 teams that win, boom, insert them in however you want to insert them. Right. Make them a 16 seed. I don't care. Could you imagine that 1 versus 16 matchup?
Yeah.
I mean, the seeding has always been confusing for me anyway. You talk about an OU team that got in, they claim, got in over Notre Dame, got in over Syracuse, they were talking about the last few in. You look at those, how in the world is Oklahoma a 10?
I know.
They were a bubble team to barely get in, but they're a 10 seed. The seeding makes no sense to me. If you're telling me they barely got in, then they should be a 15 or 16.
Right?
Exactly.
No, I totally agree.
And so they should have to play a 1 seed. Okay, OU, you barely got in. Here you go. Good luck. You play Duke. Or, whatever.
Right.
But instead, you continue to cater to these, quote, P5 teams. They barely get in, and they're a 10 seed.
Right.
That's outrageous to me. We could look at a whole host of teams that are seated lower than them that deserve to be higher than them. But you continue to have that love. You continue to have that love for the P5 schools, as we call it. It's the only way we can call it to make it differentiate and make sense. Let's head to the Back in Action hotline, and we'll talk to our man Jeff. What's up, buddy?
Well, JC, the only reason Oklahoma got in, Trae Young, they want to sell tickets, they want ratings. That's the only reason they got in. If it weren't for been for that, there's no way they'd have got in. I mean, their resume, I think they lost 9 out of 12, and their resume is terrible.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. Matter of fact, I told Walls that ASAP. I said Trae Young. That's it. They want the best players in the tournament. That's what they want.
Well, the other thing too, and we talked about this yesterday. You had a Middle Tennessee who loses in the tournament, but up to the point of the tournament, they're in the top 25. And
it don't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and here's another head scratcher for you, JC. And maybe you kind of explain this better to me. But North Carolina, 25-10, finished 6th in their conference, gets a 2 seed. Kentucky, about the same record, wins the SEC championship, finishes tied for 3rd in the SEC, and gets a 5 seed. Can you kind of explain that to me? And their resumes were pretty similar.
I can't. Jeff, I'm telling you, we were talking about the fact that, and keep in mind, those are 2 blue blood programs. So how in the world do you, and granted, I will say this, Kentucky caught fire at the right time. They did stumble. They did stumble at points this season where I looked at them and I'm like, man, is this going to be one of those years for Kentucky that they go to the NIT? Remember a few years back, they went to the NIT and got beat in the first round. And so
Robert Morris,
yeah, and so I remember looking at that, but I don't understand it, Jeff. I have I've given up trying to figure out how in the world they come up with these seedings in the tournament. You know, I will be the first to say, yeah, the ACC is a tough conference. The SEC was much, much better this year. They played much better in the SEC with a record high, 8 teams, I think, in the tournament this year. That's never happened for the Southeastern Conference. So that's proof in itself that the conference was really good this year. But I don't understand it. The only thing that I can say, Jeff, is that these seedings, in my opinion, will expose these teams.
Yeah, you're right. And, you know, I was thinking maybe it's a little bit of this, you know, I guess this controversy that went on with, that's going on with Kentucky and Arizona. Then maybe the committee thought, hey, y'all guys are doing some stuff illegal here under the table. We'll just match y'all up in the second round and get rid of one of y'all. I mean, maybe, that's kind of how I look at it, JC, maybe.
Well, you know, I've had a hard time figuring them out, Jeff. Yeah, I love this. Is my favorite time of the year. I mean, the NCAA tournament is my favorite thing, and get that. I'm a diehard football guy. I love football, but just the unknown, the what if, the Cinderella possibilities. That's what makes it cool for me. I love the first 2 days of the tournament. First 4 days, I mean, is insane. And so I love it, but there are certain things that certainly put a damper on it for me especially when you're looking at some of the teams that got left out. I mean, I don't care what anybody says, and keep in mind, I am not a fan of Middle Tennessee. They are on one of my most hated lists, okay? But there's no way in the world they should have been left out of this tournament. I mean, they were a top 25 team a week ago, and you're telling me one loss made them not in the top 68 teams in the country? Are you kidding me? There's no way in the world.
I agree.
And OU does not want to see Middle Tennessee, I promise you.
Yeah, you're right. And, you know, the thing about Middle Tennessee, what I like is you can't use the excuse, well, they're non-conference, they didn't play nobody, because they played some people in non-conference and beat some good teams in their non-conference schedule, which makes it an even better reason for them to get in, you know.
Well, and again, it's one of those things that at some point in time we're going to have to figure this thing out. You know, it's unfortunate, too, just to look at, and I had somebody asking me before the selection show. They said, do you think Louisiana Lafayette will get in? I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Regardless of the fact that they went 15-2 in conference play and, had the season that they had, I said, absolutely not. I said they're not going to get in because on the last day of the regular season, they lost to the worst team in the conference. And then they also didn't even make the conference final. So I said absolutely not. However, you do look at it and you go, okay, well, what does the regular season mean? What does it mean? Because you see some of these teams with 20, 22, 23, 24, 25 wins. When it used to be 20 wins was kind of the stick that you kind of measured up to. And now that doesn't matter. You're going to continue. I mean, when you see this Oklahoma team in this tournament, and I know I'm sorry I keep harping on them, but it is the one that just absolutely sticks out to me. And you see them stumble so badly like they did, and you look at their resume and you go, what in the world has made them good enough to be in this tournament? And then you see all these other teams that are out. You just go, I don't get it. I don't get it. But they're always going to have some sort of justification as to why they did it.
Yeah, you're right. And I like the idea you come up with. Maybe you take the 8 teams that's kind of on the bubble there and have 4 playing games, and that way you let us solve a lot of controversy, I believe.
No, there's no question about it. And you look at OU, 18-13 on the season. 18-13 on the season, and they went 8-10. They had a losing record in conference. And not only are they in the tournament, they are a 10 seed.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and I thought Syracuse, they was 8-10 in conference play and lose their first game of the conference tournament, and they was 20-13 and they get in. I don't know they should have gotten either. Them the two that I was kind of looking at that I don't believe should have got in.
I'm with you. I totally agree with you. Well, Jeff, hot topic of the day brought to you by Calmer Solutions. Is this the year that we will have a non-P5 school in the Final Four?
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay. Well, and to me, we did a year ago because Gonzaga was in there. And they are non-P5. Yeah. I know a lot of people think that with the resume and with what Few has done with that program, I mean, they are a quality program in NCAA basketball, but still, with all the blue blood programs there, it's still hard to get those teams in the Final Four.
Now, American Athletic, they're a non-P5, correct?
Yes. If you ask them, they consider themselves P6.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, they got two teams, JC. If they get rolling, Wichita State, Cincinnati both of them could make a run to the Final Four. They're both very capable of making a run to the Final Four.
Well, you got
Houston,
you
too.
got Houston in there also, too.
Houston is playing really good right now, too. So, them are two really good teams in it, So, I mean, Wichita State's got experience, Cincinnati's got experience, and the thing about Cincinnati, they play such really good defense. They're going to keep themselves in the ball games with defense, give themselves a chance to win.
No doubt. It's going to be fun, brother. I do know that much. Hey, have you gotten into our tournament bracket yet?
I haven't, but I will.
Okay. Get in on there. It's on our social media. You can get it off my Facebook.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all.
See you, buddy. It does bear talking about, Walls. I mean, we've got to talk about it because it continues to be a subject of we look every year, and it's the bubble teams. It's the bubble teams, and it's the teams that generally are in non-P5 conferences that get left out.
Well, what upsets me is, when you get into the coaching profession, two things. One, you're going to be moving around some. Two, sometimes you're going to lose your job because of unforeseen things. But the thing is if you're doing the best job you can and you're putting a good product out there and you're overlooked by a committee and you don't get your team into the tournament, you're messing with someone's livelihood.
In Conference USA, our man G brought this up to me, and I realized we got the top of the hour ESPN Sports Center update coming up next. But Middle Tennessee 24-7, Old Dominion 25-7, Western Kentucky, who by the way got a commitment from another 5-star recruit yesterday, 24-10. Marshall, who is in because they won the tournament, 24-10 as well. That's 4 teams in Conference USA with 24 or more wins. And they got 1 team in the tournament. So there you go. What does that tell you? Yeah, I'm telling you, makes things a little bit frustrating. And a lot of the non-P5 coaches have been very vocal about that. So there you go. All right, top of the hour ESPN Sports Center update coming up next. RWRC Radio, fueled by Flash Market, coming to you live from J-Town's Grill. Attention members and guests, right here on ESPN Jonesboro, 92.7, Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21.
With my baby sister, over the years we was poor than other little kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama when things went wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, hugging on my mama from a jail cell.
This segment has been brought to you by Rob Taylor State Farm, right across the bridge from Centennial Bank Stadium, Tomlinson Kell, and the Convocation Center. Just look for the big red roof right there on Red Wolf Boulevard, or call Rob Taylor State Farm today at 870-520-6161 for a free quote on life, home, car insurance, and more. That's Rob Taylor State Farm. Disruptive may be just another overused buzzword, but disruptions in business like network downtime, data loss, social media abuse, and slow speeds are downright disruptive. For businesses large or small, Calmer Solutions offers powerful, affordable, yet customized solutions specifically for your business to prevent disruptions and simplify IT. For consultation or to try any of their solutions risk-free for 30 days, visit calmersolutions.com/disruptive or call 870-336-2169. Calmer Solutions is a proud supporter of Arkansas State University.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Julian with Safe Light Auto Glass.
So you think all auto glass companies are the same? Only America's largest gives you the reliability of this Safe Light advantage. It's what makes us different, with over 5,000 mobile glass shops in all 50 states. So we're always nearby, and the only national lifetime guarantee, keeping you covered wherever you are. Make the safe choice.
Just ask your insurance company for Safe Light or call 800-800-2727 or go to safelight.com.
By now, two things that you have invested in is your house and your automobile. You take pride in your home, you keep it clean, mow the yard, you know, the general maintenance stuff. Why don't you show the same love for your automobile? Yeah, that's right, your automobile. Why are you neglecting it? It's time for you to repair your relationship with your automobile. Give it love, give it Rhino Car Wash. Your car will love you for it. And now you can show your love 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. 4 convenient locations in Arkansas: Paragould, Searcy, Cabot, and now 1840 East Highland Drive in Jonesboro. They proudly provide service through an express tunnel wash with free vacuums. And remember, membership has its privileges at Rhino Car Wash. Pick from 3 monthly memberships and wash your car anytime and as many times as you want. Your car loves you, love it back at Rhino Car Wash.
It's Michael Steele for United Pawnbrokers on G Street right across from Sonic, where we sell more guns than anywhere in Northeast Arkansas. And why is that? We have the best selection and the best price, bottom line, at United Pawnbrokers. At United Pawnbrokers, you'll always save more money. If you're looking for a special duck gun, a special deer rifle, that special pistol, or an AR, come to United Pawnbrokers on G Street across from Sonic. You'll find what you're looking for at the guaranteed lowest price. United Pawnbrokers on G Street across from Sonic.
Teamwork, the combined effort of a group of people, especially when effective and efficient. That definition applies to Stanley & Woodard Law Firm. Dedicated to a process, dedicated to excellence, dedicated to quality, dedicated to an oath. Bill Stanley and Jared Woodard are dedicated to those ideas. ASU alum, ASU letterman, they understand teamwork, combining their efforts to find justice for you, never taking shortcuts. Stop getting the runaround and start getting results. Whether you're looking for representation regarding personal injury, civil litigation, DWI, criminal defense, wrongful death, or nursing home abuse or negligence, you won't find better representation in the greater Jonesboro area. With a combined 35 years practicing law, Stanley & Woodard Law Firm delivers the respect you deserve. Stop the frustration. Start the process today. To make an appointment, go by Stanley & Woodard Law offices at 326 South Church Street, or give them a call 932-2000, 932-2000, or log on to StanleyWoodard.com. Respect, results, relief. That's the Stanley & Woodard Law Firm.
For over 35 years, only one lawn service has served Northeast Arkansas, and their valued customers like no other. With great products, great customer service, and a company that you can depend on, Superior Lawn Services stands alone. Weed control, fertilization, and shrub and ornamentals care have been their signature service. Now, they've added another product line to help customers here in Northeast Arkansas: Perimeter Pest Control, Flea and Tick Control, and Mosquito Management Program. These are their newest services to their lineup. Applications to your yard can eradicate these insects immediately, and scheduled follow-up visits can keep these pests away for good. Let them install a misting system you can control from your phone to give those mosquitoes a 1-2 punch. With no worries and no insect bites, get back to the outdoors with a trusted company and a member of the American Mosquito Control Association. Superior Lawn Services can make your yard look beautiful in no time. So get out there and enjoy your yard again. For more info about their services, go to SuperiorLawnServices.com or give them a call, 870-932-1195. Say bye to fleas, ticks, insects, and mosquitoes for good. Let Superior Lawn Service use their 35 years of experience to make your yard your kingdom. It's an attention members and guests J-Town's Tuesday on Red Wolf Roll Call Radio with JC and Uncle Walls on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7. J-Town's Grill, 2610 East Johnson, right across the street from Centennial Bank Stadium. Home of the $2 beef tacos every Tuesday, 60-cent smoked traditional wings every Wednesday, and now serving breakfast Thursday through...
Your ears and your eyes will be bleeding. Please check
The following radio show is live, except for the announcement you're hearing right now.
A lot of people filling out their brackets, having fun with March Madness.
Let's go with March Madness.
March Madness.
I'm very excited. It's Tuesday.
Showtime!
It's not roll time, it's showtime. Are you guys ready?
Red Wolf Roll Call Radio.
God, here we go again.
Why don't you go find a corner to hide in? I'll get to you later. I don't want to have to deal with you now.
Houston, we have a problem. Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Go ahead. Make my day.
There's something screwy around here.
It's getting bigger by the minute. Pleasure overload.
Good morning, Vietnam!
You should never be allowed to talk to people.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, get in there, talk about www.w.com, and you got them naked chicks on there, man. You go click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Never fall in love with a musician.
Damn, that boy can sing.
Must be crazy.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
The following program contains material not suitable for children, adults, or childish adults.
It's showtime, folks.
Red Wolf Roll Call Radio.
Good morning and welcome to RWRC Radio. We're fueled by Flash Market. JC, Uncle Walls, coming to you live from J-Town's Grill. Attention members and guests, right here on ESPN Jonesboro, 92.7, Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21, and of course, all across the planet on our website, redwolfrollcall.com, and the RWRC Radio App. It is Tuesday. It's a 2 for Tuesday, so if you want to get in your song request today, it's very, very easy. All you have to do is reach us on the Back in Action hotline, 870-330-0927. Superior Lawn Service text line, 870-372-RWRC. That is 7972. And, of course, you can always reach us all across that bright and shiny, freshly vacuumed Rhino Car Wash social media sideline, Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook. It is Tuesday here at J-Town's, so you know what that means. $2 Beef Taco Tuesday all day long. And as Uncle Wall says, they're not your average everyday tacos. They are kicked up a notch.
And you get them hard or soft.
There you go. Whatever you're in the mood for, hard or soft on this lovely, lovely Tuesday. But coming up on the show, plenty to talk about. NFL free agency is fully underway now, or as they call legal tampering time is underway.
I've noticed like in the last, well, really all day, but the last 30 minutes, Twitter is going nuts.
Well, I have to say that I'm very, very proud. Waffle fries.
Yeah.
All of that.
You know, me and the significant other was in there just a while back, and I just sit there, and of course, you know, on the walls there in Munchies, you know, a lot of the old pictures, a lot of ASU history on the walls there in Munchies. And I just sat back and just kind of soaked it all in because you look at all those pictures, and probably the last 40 or 50 years, maybe a little bit longer, especially when it comes to sports and ASU history, it's all on the walls right there at Munchies.
Well, I just got a text from our man DeMario Davis. He just texted me. He's going to be in town this week.
All right.
He'll be here tomorrow night. He'll be with the AState football team tomorrow night. He's going to do students at AState as well. Also, he's going to do the United with the Stars on Thursday night. So there is an opportunity there as well. If you want to go see him, we'll put that information out on social media. I had that sent to me as well. And speaking of an NFL free agent, DeMario is one of those guys. Mm-hmm. And, you know, hey, I'd love for him to end up in Chicago. That'd be fantastic because we do need a linebacker as well. But anyway, but yeah, so DeMario is going to be in town. And if you get an opportunity to check him out, man, one of the best dudes I know. One of the best dudes I know. And he'll be the first to tell you. You know, he was headed in the wrong direction when he got here, and he grew up a lot, and he'll talk a lot about his faith and how that changed him and steered him in the right direction. But one of my favorite all-time people here at Arkansas State, not just athlete, one of my favorite people all-time here at Arkansas State, and I stay in contact with him all the time. And I'm hoping that he gets rewarded very well in free agency for coming off a career year.
Yes.
He is one of the best defensive players in all the NFL this year.
Should have made the Pro Bowl. That was one of those. When you talk about DeMario, the old saying, if you work hard and you put your nose to the grindstone and you just keep grinding away, good things come to you. Well, that's one of the guys right there that good things came to him and good luck, came upon him and changed his life. Because like you said, sometimes you don't know what is out there for you, but in a series of several days back in January of 2012, Joel, several things happened to change his life. And one was getting invited to the Senior Bowl. Two was getting invited to the NFL Combine. And the rest is history.
Yes. Yeah. No. I'm telling you, he is. He took advantage of any opportunity he got.
And it was by luck because he just so happens he impressed the officials down there in Mobile with the bowl game, and a lot of those same guys worked the Senior Bowl. So when the linebacker position opened up, they had a guy that was in that position but could not make it to the Senior Bowl week. They remember DeMario because he had impressed them so much. And so those guys are calling us back here in Jonesboro saying, how do we get a hold of DeMario Davis? And we're like, don't worry, we'll get a hold of him. And we got a hold of DeMario, and by that evening or the next morning, he was in Mobile on the practice field practicing during Senior Bowl week. And then, like I said, he impressed the guys down there in Mobile, and then he got invited to the NFL Combine.
Yeah. Well, it's just the way it is. It's just he took advantage. He got some opportunities and took advantage of the opportunities that he got. So, anyway. Well, this is going on.
Yes.
And you've got till noon tomorrow. So you got a little less than 24 hours. All you have to do is fill out a bracket, take it by NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Just take it by, drop it off, and you'll have a chance to win a recliner. They're going to give away a free recliner to the winner of their bracket contest, and that's a pretty cool deal because, again, there's no purchase necessary. And if you're filling out brackets anyway, why not just fill one out and take a copy by there? Put your name on it, put your contact info on it, and have a chance to win.
Right.
I mean, maybe you're the best in our region at the bracket, and you win a free recliner because of it. That's NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Why pay more to retail store? 3704 East Highland Drive, right across the street from All Star Music. Just take your bracket by and let them know we sent you. But let's hear from them now.
Gonna ask a silly question here. Why are you paying so much for mattresses and furniture when you can save yourself up to almost 70% off the retail price? Not such a silly question after all, huh? That's right. Save up to almost 70% off when you shop at NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Do they have name brands? Well, if Beauty Rest, Nature's Sleep, Simmons Platinum, Simmons Silver Hybrid, Serta, Royal Heritage are brand names, then, well, yes, they have brand names. Twin sets starting at $125, full starting at $150, queen starting at $165, and king starting at $250. They're located at 3704 East Highland Drive, across from All Star Music. You can also find them on Facebook at NEA Mattress Direct, or you can call 870-679-9510 or 501-454-5613 to schedule an appointment. They take major credit cards and financing is available. Mention you heard this ad on Red Wolf Roll Call and get an additional $25 off any purchase over $300. NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Why pay more at a retail store?
There you go. NEA Mattress Direct and Furniture. Why pay more at a retail store? Walls, we talked about it to start the show, but Connor Kern is transferring from Arkansas State, and right now, currently, Arkansas State has 3 guys signed already. 3 guys already have been signed in the early signing class, but so now that leaves 2 roster spots, 2 scholarships available,
right,
for Coach Mike Bellato. And I will say this. I knew there were changes coming. You see some things, and then, of course, I knew the opportunity was there for Connor to transfer, to maybe go somewhere that he fits their system a little bit better. Obviously, I knew he was graduating in May, And so that would open up that door for him to be a graduate transfer somewhere else and to still have 2 years to play. So that's going to be attractive to some programs that, hey, we can get a guy who's already graduated and has 2 years to play as well.
Right.
And so I will just say I believe this is the first move. I think that you will see some things moved when it comes to this program in order to take that next step. But for Connor, he and his family made the decision, and so that's a decision that they made. So there's a move on its own that they made. And so I would expect there to be, obviously they've been on the recruiting trail for a while now, looking to get some guys to help as of next season. There's no question you need some help with some bigs for this men's basketball team. You need some more big bodies in there, and they're on some guys. They are on some guys that may end up donning that scarlet and black.
Didn't you tell me the day after the loss to Monroe, they were out on the road already?
They were. Yeah. They were. The following 2 days, the following 2 days, they were already on the road. As soon as it was over, they will. They were out there looking, and the guys that they were going to see were guys that will come in this recruiting season, right. Junior college guys, transfer guys that you can get in to have immediate impact for the upcoming season, because when you look at what you're losing, you're going to need some bodies in there, right. And some guys that contribute. Not just bodies. You need playmakers. You need contributors on this basketball team. And so when you look at it, as crazy as it's going to sound, when you look at what's going to be left on this roster, there is only going to be one player left on this roster who's been here more than 1 year. Do you know who that is? Quickly. I guess quickly is
I'm
Salif Bougé.
Well, I was going to say Salif, but then
Salif Bougé that has played.
Right.
Now, Christian Willis has been here.
Right.
But he sat out this year as a redshirt. But who has really played? Salif Bougé is it. And so this roster is going to see a pretty big flipping.
Well, and the other thing, too, talk about, the guys are going after, big bodies, some playmakers, guys that make an impact. The other thing, too, is Coach Bellotto's going after guys with character and also guys that will come in and will buy into the system, period. Because like Coach Bellotto said, now that he's been here a year, he can get the guys in here that he wants and no more distractions. Because distractions were,
well, it's something that he has not made any bones about. He has made it very clear that there were a lot of distractions this year, and I'm not going to delve into it, but I will just tell you, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. No. There was a lot going on around that program, a lot that was inherited. I would argue that all the distractions that he had were all inherited.
But the point is he's bringing in guys that he says, guys, you don't get one strike. You get in here and you're a distraction, you're out of here. I am not going to tolerate any more distractions. Period.
Well, and that's the thing. He could have easily not done some of the things that he's done, and in doing so, trying to get a few more wins. But instead, he chose to start to build a culture here. And so the guys that will be remaining, when all is said and done here, will know what the culture is. They will know what their expectations are. They will know what Coach Bellotto and his staff expects. And, if that's not what you want to be a part of, then, well, you won't be here.
Right.
It's very, very simple.
No distractions.
Very, very simple. Very, very simple. And so, that's, and I said it to start the show, best of luck to Connor Kern. I wish him luck. He's a great dude. He's a great dude, and he's overcome adversity. He's had multiple injuries, and that's the reason why he has 2 more years left. He's graduating and still has 2 years left to play college basketball. So I'm sure that he and his family will find a home that's suitable to him, and will give him an opportunity to go and make a difference somewhere. And so, I think that you will see a full reset on this program in the offseason. I think you're going to see a full reset, and I think it will be a completely different look next year. I really believe that. So, anyway, all right.
The following radio show is live, except for the announcement you're hearing right now.
A lot of people are filling out their brackets, having fun with March Madness.
Let's go with March Madness.
March Madness.
I'm very excited. It's Tuesday.
Showtime!
It's not roll time, it's showtime. Are you guys ready?
Red Wolf Roll Call Radio.
God, here we go again.
Why don't you go find a corner to hide in? I'll get to you later. I don't want to have to deal with you now.
Houston, we have a problem. Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Go ahead. Make my day.
There's something screwy around here.
It's getting bigger by the minute. Pleasure overload.
Good morning, Vietnam.
You should never be allowed to talk to people.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, get in there, talk about www.com, you got them naked chicks on there, man. You go click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Never fall in love with a musician.
Damn, that boy can sing.
Must be crazy.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
The following program contains material not suitable for children, adults, or childish adults.
It's showtime, folks.
Red Wolf Roll Call Radio.
Good morning, and welcome to RWRC Radio. We're fueled by Flash Market. JC, Uncle Walls, coming to you live from J-Town's Grill. Attention members and guests, right here on ESPN Jonesboro, 92.7, Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21, and of course, all across the planet on our website, redwolfrollcall.com, and the RWRC Radio App. It is Tuesday. It's a 2 for Tuesday, so if you want to get in your song request today, it's very, very easy. All you have to do is reach us on the Back in Action hotline, 870-330-0927. Superior Lawn Service text line, 870-372-RWRC. That is 7972. And, of course, you can always reach us all across that bright and shiny, freshly vacuumed Rhino Car Wash social media sideline, Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook. It is Tuesday here at J-Town's, so you know what that means. $2 Beef Taco Tuesday all day long. And as Uncle Wall says, they're not your average everyday tacos. They are kicked up a notch.
And you get them hard or soft.
There you go. Whatever you're in the mood for, hard or soft on this lovely, lovely Tuesday. But coming up on the show, plenty to talk about. NFL free agency is fully underway now, or as they call legal tampering time is underway.
I've noticed like in the last, well, really all day, but the last 30 minutes, Twitter is going nuts.
Well, I have to say that I'm very, very proud of my Chicago Bears so far, as they have addressed some key needs, and they've went out and targeted two guys I was hoping to get, and they've got them. And, of course, it will not be official until after 3 o'clock tomorrow. It's 4 o'clock Eastern time, 3 o'clock our time. and that will officially be when they can sign.
Well, it looks like the Kirk Cousins sweepstakes is over with.
Yeah, and it's fine. You know, I thought all along he would go to the Vikings, and it's fine with me. He's in the Bears division. I am one of those guys. I think Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback.
Right.
Is he a great quarterback? Absolutely not. But he is a product of hitting free agency at a time that there's not a lot of premier quarterbacks.
No.
I mean, so he's going to be the best name because he's thrown for over 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
He's had success, but he has basically a losing record.
Right. But, I mean, do you blame him kind of enjoying the recruiting process?
No, and that's the thing. It's weird that these things are getting done as fast as they are because
that's head and shoulders above anyone else in the real estate market with nearly 30 years of experience. On-Q Real Estate and Property Management is the one-stop shopping for all your real estate and property management needs. Specializing in management of single-family homes, apartments, condos, office and retail, as well as residential sales. Bottom line, On-Q will protect your investment, keeping an eye on it 24/7 with worry-free maintenance. They'll make sure you maximize your goals and objectives as a property owner. You can find On-Q Real Estate and Property Management on Facebook or Twitter, or online at onqproperties.com. Give them a call at 870-520-MGMT. Property owners, do yourself a favor. Take one more worry out of your life. On-Q Real Estate and Property Management. Management this good cannot be ignored.
In the South, rooting for our favorite team is just that, part of the South. And so is the food. Some say Southern cooking is a religion. And one thing about Southern folks, they can spot good down-home cooking, and they can spot the bad, too. For several generations now, Barnhill's Country Buffet has done it right. Down-home, homemade, good old Southern cooking. The way your mama and grandma used to make it. Everything made with that certain touch. Chicken, fish, roast beef, ham, soup, salad, veggies, fresh baked bread, rolls, cornbread, and the dessert bar. Oh yeah, don't forget the dessert bar. Then there's another challenge, picking from their outstanding weekend breakfast buffet. Saturday and Sunday morning starting at 7 a.m. Eggs, bacon, ham, sausage, fried taters, biscuits, gravy, grits, fruit, and even chicken and waffles. Chicken and waffles. Barnhill's Country Buffet next to Hastings and Old Navy in the Caraway Plaza. There's a reason why Barnhill's has been serving folks for generations now. Great food at a great price. Barnhill's Country Buffet.
On the trails, outdoors, and on the streets, Jonesboro Cycle and ATV can't be beat. Great deals on wheels, parts, and accessories. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. We've got trucks and apparel and gear. You can get it all here. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV.
Come see Jonesboro Cycle and ATV's brand new gigantic facility. 14,000 square feet on Fair Park Boulevard across from the Electric Cowboy. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV, your Arctic Cat ATV, Prowler, and Wildcat dealer. It's the Gone Wheelin' sales event with low financing and rebates. Only ride an ATV that is right for your age. Supervised riders younger than 16. Each rider must wear a seatbelt and approved helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. We recommend all ROV operators have a valid driver's license and that all riders take a training course. Read and understand the owner's manual before operation. For safety or training information, see your dealer. Offer subject to change. Not all applicants will qualify. See dealer for details. Arctic Cat, share our passion.
Affordable fun for the whole family. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV.
And I told my wife, I said, something has got to be done. And they taught me to come in and back in action. And I said, all right, I'll give it a try. I got to do something. I was hurting so bad, it wasn't funny. And they have, it's amazing how they've helped me. He treated me like a friend. And I'll tell you what, I have been telling people about this. And because I still can't believe it.
If you have back pain or neck pain, call my daddy. If you're out of action, get back in action.
Back in action, 250 Southwest Drive. Give them a call today, 870-802-WELL. That's 870-802-9355. Or check them out on the web, backinactionofjonesboro.com. It's an attention members and guests, J-Town's Tuesday on Red Wolf Roll Call Radio with JC and Uncle Walls on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7. J-Town's Grill, 2610 East Johnson, right across the street from Centennial Bank Stadium. Home of the $2 beef tacos every Tuesday, 60-cent smoked traditional wings every Wednesday, and now serving breakfast Thursday through Sunday.
a heartbeat pounding away. To the rhythm of the awful rushing machines. We toss and turn but don't sleep. Each breath we take makes us thieves. Like causes without rebels. Just talk but rhyme is nothing else. We crawl on our knees to you under a sky not on.
Welcome back, RWRC Radio, fueled by Flash Market. We're live here at J-Town's Grill. Attention members and guests. Well, you know, we're here each and every Tuesday. We'll be here till 1. They're going to be here all day long. $2 Beef Taco Tuesday, as it is each and every week. Of course, tomorrow is 60-cent Wang Wednesday. And, of course, breakfast served Thursday through Sunday.
Pretty good lunch crowd here today.
Oh, yes. That is the fact. That is the fact. But back in action hotline, 870-330-0927. Superior Lawn Service text line, 870-372-RWRC. That's 7972. And you can always reach us all across that Rhino Car Wash social media sideline, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook on this lovely, lovely 2 for Tuesday. Calmer Solutions hot topic of the day. This year, the NCAA tournament is wide open. Will we see a non-P5 school in the Final Four this year? Yep, it's happening, or nope, not happening. 68% of the votes right now on our Rhino Car Wash social media sideline on Twitter say nope, not happening. That's interesting to me, especially with a team like Gonzaga, a team like Villanova, who technically not P5.
Right.
If you want to get technical. Looking over on Facebook, where generally we can. Interesting. Well, Walls, I guess we need to at least try and have some knowledge here on the show today, some actual education going on. This is the most educational portion of our show because the rest of the time it just doesn't happen.
Well, yeah, we're done with all the fun and frolicking, and now to get serious and educate you.
Fun and frolicking. We always like to frolic. I personally am a frolicker. But we'll get ready now, class. Get out those number 2 pencils. Get them all sharpened up. Sit up straight in your desk. And, of course, get out that loose-leaf notebook paper. It is time for 5 random facts on this Tuesday. And it's always brought to you by On Cue Property Management.
Everyone's heard the phrase one-stop shopping, and in today's world where time is valuable and convenience is the word, our society wants things fast and immediate. Now, take that same adage and apply that to real estate and property management business. Believe it or not, there is one company located here in Northeast Arkansas that's head and shoulders above anyone else in the real estate market with nearly 30 years of experience. On Cue Real Estate and Property Management is the one-stop shopping for all your real estate and property management needs, specializing in management of single-family homes, apartments, condos, office and retail, as well as residential sales. Bottom line, On Cue will protect your investment, keeping an eye on it 24/7 with worry-free maintenance. They'll make sure you maximize your goals and objectives as a property owner. You can find On Cue Real Estate and Property Management on Facebook or Twitter, or online at oncueproperties.com. Give them a call at 870-520-MGMT. Property owners, do yourself a favor. Take one more worry out of your life. On Cue Real Estate and Property Management. Management this good cannot be ignored.
All right, time for your 5 random facts.
Cinco hecos aleatorios.
On this Tuesday, as we get ready to kick this out. All right, Walls, we will start as we always do with number 5.
Numero cinco. Cinco.
Random facts
Cinco.
on this Tuesday.
Cinco.
The average bra size in the U.S., I know you've wondered this, is now a 34E.
Okay.
That's the average now.
Okay.
30 years ago, it was actually a 34B. We've experienced some growth. You're not going to say nothing?
No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Well, that's the first time that you've kept your mouth shut when we've talked about bra sizes. Well, probably because they now factor in dudes on this thing, because there are certainly some that need male brasiers. But interesting on the growth there. Number 4.
I just I'm not saying nothing.
Number 4.
Numero quattro.
Random fact on this Tuesday.
Oh, there's so many things I could have said, but I'm not.
The first website in the U.S. was a page created by people at the Stanford Linear Accelerator Center.
Yeah.
It was posted in 1991, and it featured info about the projects going on at their lab.
There you go.
That was the very first one.
Them some smart people.
That was not the first one Uncle Walls visited, but
Them
that
be
is the
smart.
first one.
Them be smart people.
Number 3.
Numero tres.
Walls, sometimes we all need a little B12 in our system, right? Little vitamin B12.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you a way that you can get it that you may not have thought about.
Okay.
Number 3 random fact on this Tuesday.
Okay.
Rain contains the vitamin B12.
Okay.
So next time it rains, you're a little low on B12. Go out, open your mouth, catch some raindrops. So there is a random fact for you as well.
All right.
See, we give you even health tips.
Yeah.
See, I mean, what more could you ask? We educate you. We give you health tips. I mean, we let you know bra sizes.
We're a healthy program.
Yes, we are. Very healthy. Number 2.
Numero dos.
Random fact.
Numero dos.
On this Tuesday.
Dos.
Stars. Okay, we're all familiar with stars.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was thinking Hollywood.
No, of course you were.
Up to the sky.
Stars can actually eat planets. If a planet gets too close to its star, the star will basically pull it in and devour it.
Right. Because what is the sun? The sun to us is the sun, but the sun is actually a star. It's hot. It has tremendous gravitational pull.
And then finally, the number 1 random fact
Numero
on this Tuesday.
Uno.
New Hampshire is the only state where it's still legal for an adult to drive without wearing a seatbelt. So basically, I need to be in New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
New Hampshire, still not on the seatbelt train.
I don't see them on the football or basketball schedule anytime soon.
Dang it. Well, I guess I'll just be a rebel in the meantime.
Yes, you are a rebel.
So that is your 5 random facts on this Tuesday.
Cinco hecos aleatorias.
How about that? You learned something.
Bra sizes.
Now, well, of course, leave it to Uncle Walls. That'd be the only thing he takes. He takes from this particular 5 random facts brought to you by OnQ Property Management. You own it. We operate it. That's your 5 random facts. Well, Walls?
You know, the other thing, too, is they've found out, since, like the turn of the century, the size of men's hands are getting bigger.
That's interesting. You know what it means if you got big hands? You need big gloves. That's what that means. So, anyway. All right. It's 12:40. We hit our final break of the day. On time.
Boy,
it takes to the final break to actually be on time.
Boss man will be proud of you.
Yes. Coming up next, By the Numbers, brought to you by Jess Parkett here in Jonesboro. And Damn Man Really, brought to you by the Stanley and Woodard Law Firm. RWRC Radio, fueled by Flash Market, coming to you live from J-Town's Grill. Attention members and guests, right here on ESPN Jonesboro, 92.7, Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21.
There is no reconciliation that will put me in my place, and there is no time like the present to drink these drained seconds. Sell them to these ones ring true when I'm constantly failing you. Walls that we just can't break through until we disappear. So tell me now, sustained love, and how do we get out? 'Cause I don't know.
This segment has been brought to you by Rob Taylor State Farm, right across the bridge from Centennial Bank Stadium, Tomlinson Kell, and the Convocation Center. Just look for the big red roof right there on Red Wolf Boulevard, or call Rob Taylor State Farm today at 870 520-6161 for a free quote on life, home, car insurance, and more. That's Rob Taylor State Farm.
For nearly 10 years now, at the corner of Glenwood and Southwest Drive, Garehan Dental Care has been in the business of you. At Garehan Dental Care, it's their priority to deliver quality care to informed patients in a comfortable and convenient setting. An alumnus of Jonesboro High School, Arkansas State, and the University of Tennessee College of Dentistry, Dr. Emily Garehan cares about you. To take care of you, Dr. Garehan strives to stay ahead of the curve with the newest technology available for dental practices. Whether it's general dentistry to children or adults, Garehan Dental Care performs root canals, extractions, crowns, bridges, veneers, white composite fillings, dentures, and partials. They also offer Invisalign, a clear alternative to traditional metal braces. Plus, they offer different levels of teeth whitening, from easy at-home bleaching to more involved office procedures. Garehan Dental Care is always accepting new patients, and every day they're making more happy yous. You deserve the best because there's only one of you, and you only have one smile for a lifetime. Let Garehan Dental Care make you a happy you. Garehan Dental Care on Facebook, Twitter, and at GarehanDentalCare.com. Garehan Dental Care, 460 Southwest Drive. Call them at 870-931-1100. They're open Monday through Wednesday, 8:30 to 5, Thursdays, 7 to 3. Just for you.
Disruptive may be just another used buzzword, but disruptions in business like network downtime, data loss, social media abuse, and slow speeds are downright disruptive. For businesses large or small, Calmer Solutions offers powerful, affordable, yet customized solutions specifically for your business to prevent disruptions and simplify IT. For consultation or to try any of their solutions risk-free for 30 days, visit calmersolutions.com/disruptive or call 870-336-2169. Calmer Solutions is a proud supporter of Arkansas State University.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Julian with Safe Light Auto Glass.
So you think all auto glass companies are the same? Only America's largest gives you the reliability of this Safe Light advantage. It's what makes us different, with over 5,000 mobile glass shops in all 50 states. So we're always nearby, and the only national lifetime guarantee, keeping you covered wherever you are. Make the safe choice.
Just ask your insurance company for Safe Light or call 800-800-2727 or go to safelight.com.
By now, two things that you have invested in is your house and your automobile. You take pride in your home, you keep it clean, mow the yard, you know, the general maintenance stuff. Why don't you show the same love for your automobile? Yeah, that's right, your automobile. Why are you neglecting it? It's time for you to repair your relationship with your automobile. Give it love, give it Rhino Car Wash. Your car will love you for it. And now you can show your love 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. 4 convenient locations in Arkansas: Paragould, Searcy, Cabot, and now 1840 East Highland Drive in Jonesboro. They proudly provide service through an express tunnel wash with free vacuums. And remember, membership has its privileges at Rhino Car Wash. Pick from 3 monthly memberships and wash your car anytime and as many times as you want. Your car loves you, love it back at Rhino Car Wash.
It's Michael Steele for United Pawnbrokers on G Street right across from Sonic, where we sell more guns than anywhere in Northeast Arkansas. And why is that? We have the best selection and the best price, bottom line, at United Pawnbrokers. At United Pawnbrokers, you'll always save more money. If you're looking for a special duck gun, a special deer rifle, that special pistol, or an AR, come to United Pawnbrokers on G Street across from Sonic. You'll find what you're looking for at the guaranteed lowest price. United Pawnbrokers on G Street across from Sonic.
Teamwork, the combined effort of a group of people, especially when effective and efficient. That definition applies to Stanley & Woodard Law Firm. Dedicated to a process, dedicated to excellence, dedicated to quality, dedicated to an oath. Bill Stanley and Jared Woodard are dedicated to those ideas. ASU alum, ASU letterman, they understand teamwork, combining their efforts to find justice for you, never taking shortcuts. Stop getting the runaround and start getting results. Whether you're looking for representation regarding personal injury, civil litigation, DWI, criminal defense, wrongful death, or nursing home abuse or negligence, you won't find better representation in the greater Jonesboro area. With a combined 35 years practicing law, Stanley & Woodard Law Firm delivers the respect you deserve. Stop the frustration. Start the process today. To make an appointment, go by Stanley & Woodard Law offices at 326 South Church Street, or give them a call 932-2000. 932-2000. Or log on to StanleyWoodard.com. Respect, results, relief. That's the Stanley & Woodard Law Firm.
For over 35 years, only one lawn service has served Northeast Arkansas, and their valued customers like no other. With great products, great customer service, and a company that you can depend on, Superior Lawn Services stands alone. Weed control, fertilization, and shrub and ornamentals care have been their signature service. Now, they've added another product line to help customers here in Northeast Arkansas. Perimeter Pest Control, Flea and Tick Control, and Mosquito Management Program. These are their newest services to their lineup. Applications to your yard can eradicate these insects immediately, and scheduled follow-up visits can keep these pests away for good. Let them install a misting system you can control from your phone to give those mosquitoes a 1-2 punch. With no worries and no insect bites, get back to the outdoors with a trusted company and a member of the American Mosquito Control Association. Superior Lawn Services can make your yard look beautiful in no time. So get out there and enjoy your yard again. For more info about their services, go to superiorlawnservices.com or give them a call, 870-932-1195. Say bye to fleas, ticks, insects, and mosquitoes for good. Let Superior Lawn Service use their 35 years of experience to make your yard your kingdom. It's an attention members and guests J-Town's Tuesday on Red Wolf Roll Call Radio with JC and Uncle Walls on ESPN Jonesboro 92.7. J-Town's Grill, 2610 East Johnson, right across the street from Centennial Bank Stadium. Home of the $2 beef tacos every Tuesday, 60-cent smoked traditional wings every Wednesday, and now serving breakfast Thursday through Sunday.
Listen, when Eddie Murphy Party All the Time comes on, you got to let it play for a little while.
See, after all these things you've told me about this song, now I don't know. And all I want to do is just yell out sexual chocolate.
Yes. Them boys is good. Them boys is good. Yes, yes. Well, we're trying to wrap this here show up. It's always fun here at J-Towns. I mean, I've lost count at the number of times we've been here, but it's been, 4 years?
Yeah. Well, how I keep up with it, right up above me are the schedules.
Mm-hmm. We got 4 of them right there.
Yeah.
Number
Football
5
schedule.
will be very soon.
Yeah.
Number 5 will be very soon, but love it here. $2 Beef Taco Tuesday, 60-cent Wing Wednesday. Of course, Lisa Gozzi's always looking to come up with a new creation to put out there as a special or maybe something on the menu. You never know. But and then, of course, I mentioned it earlier, but Jeffrey Higgins is part of the ownership group that has now bought Munchies. And they'll have their re-grand opening on Monday. And so stay tuned to us. We'll keep you abreast of everything going on with that as well. So anyway, it is 12:51 Walls, and we got to get ready to get into By the Numbers. Of course, By the Numbers brought to you by Just Park It here in Jonesboro. If you can roll it, you can just park it for only $110 a month. You can give them a call, 870-819. 3119 is the number, and you can park right there at the corner of Red Wolf Boulevard and Nettleton. You couldn't ask for a busier intersection in Jonesboro.
No.
If you don't believe me, just go drive it about now, and you can see just how busy that intersection is. But, again, the number is 870-819-3119. That's Just Park It, and time for a little By the Numbers, Walls.
Red Wolf Roll Call Radio Network. Time now for By the Numbers. By the Numbers is exhibition, not competition. Please, no wagering. If you do have a gambling problem, call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
All righty, from the home office in Decatur, Alabama, this is today's By the Numbers. And the number today, Joel, is the number 22. The number 22. And I will tell you why 22 is important here in just a second. If you've been listening today, talking about, Arkansas State baseball's taking on Southern Illinois tonight. The Salukis at the time. First pitch is at 6 o'clock. And taking the bump for the Red Wolves is the 6'1" right-hander from Little Rock, Jr. Nate Alberius. Right now, Nate is leading the team in ERA 1.77. Not bad.
Yeah, and he's been the midweek starter.
And also, he is leading the team in strikeouts at 22.
There you go.
That number 22. So far, he's 2-0 on the season. And like I said, he's taking the hill tonight for the Red Wolves. This midweek game going to be a little chilly out there tonight, so bundle up. It's going to be a little windy. Windy at the time.
Yeah,
go figure.
Shocker. And they'll probably have heaters out there.
Yeah. But it sets up for a big weekend. 3-game set with Coastal Carolina. Friday looks a little wet, but the rest of the weekend is looking pretty good.
How about that to kick off conference play at home?
And you said a key thing I was going to say. And yes, folks, we start conference. The conference part of the season is starting this weekend.
Yeah, already here.
Non-conference is over with. Well, except, you'll have midweek games. There'll be non-conference. But yeah, Coastal Carolina, national champions 2 years ago in college baseball. Go figure. Wow. You mean a P5 school won the baseball national championship?
Crazy how that works,
yeah.
Right? Crazy how that works. All right. That is By the Numbers, brought to you by Just Park It here in Jonesboro, right there at the corner of Red Wolf Boulevard and Nettleton. If you want to just park it for only $110 a month, 870-819-3119 is the number. And if you can roll it, you can just park it for only $110 a month.
Our man Tracy just texted me. He says, I'm headed to therapy. Listen to you guys. You guys are the best. And he says 22 was a Powerball number.
Well, all right. All right. Well, Tracy, best of luck to you, buddy.
What was it I looked at today? It was 400 something.
Oh, I'll be playing. It's tomorrow. I'll be playing. Nobody's won Mega Millions either, have they?
No, I think it's like 3 something.
Yeah. It'd be nice to knock out both those this week.
Yeah.
Maybe take a little vacay or something.
I just want the $50 million Drew Brees is getting.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's one of the owners of Walk-Ons now.
Is he really?
He is. Yep. He's one of the owners of Walk-Ons. So, another reason he wanted to stay in New Orleans.
Krispy Kreme donut bread pudding.
It's pretty darn delicious. All right. Let's get into a little Damn Man Really on this lovely, lovely 2 for Tuesday here live from J-Town's Grill. Of course, Damn Man Really brought to you each and every day by the Stanley & Woodard Law Firm, 326 South Church Street right here in downtown Jonesboro. And if you're in need of legal representation in the areas of personal injury, nursing home neglect and injury, criminal defense, or civil litigation, pick up the phone and dial 870-932-2000, or you can go to their website, StanleyWoodard.com. Respect, results, relief. That is the Stanley & Woodard Law Firm. Well, Walls, this next criminal I'm going to tell you about
reminds me of me, right?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
No. Well, I guess so. He's not very observant. All right, you're going to love this. I'm telling you, you're going to love this one. A guy crawled through the dog door at an animal shelter. This is where this starts.
Hey, right there. It's starting off wrong.
This is where it starts.
What did you expect on the other side of the door, buddy?
Well, no, he climbs through the dog door at the animal shelter in Sacramento, California this past Friday. His goal. He had one goal in mind, Walls. Any guess?
Steal dog food.
No.
Still a dog.
No, this is way worse.
Still a parrot.
No.
Still a bad bottle of scotch.
No.
I don't know.
Worse than that.
Okay.
His goal when he crawled through the dog door at the animal shelter in Sacramento, His goal was to steal a big gumball machine. Yes, they have one in the lobby. Aim high, children. Aim high, children. Set your goals really high.
Man, I'll tell you what.
But
that gumball machine looked good in my kitchen.
From the second he gets inside, their surveillance video plays like it's a Home Alone movie.
Folks, have I not told you 100 times? Every place now has cameras.
As you know,
yes.
Creeper. He can't get the gumball machine back through the dog door.
Yeah.
Okay? And it spills all the gumballs out on the floor. Well, guess what happens to him? He slips on the gumballs.
Right, they're like marbles.
Yes, he slips on the gumballs. Then he takes the machine out the back door and tries to throw it over a barbed wire fence.
Yeah.
But he struggles, of course, with that as well. The best part, since he was so obsessed with his gumball machine, he didn't even notice this thing sitting right next to the gumball machine, Walls. Any ideas what was sitting right next to the gumball machine?
I don't know.
A box full of cash sitting right next to the gumball machine. The cops got a good look at his face from the surveillance video, so now they're still trying to track him down to this gumball thief. I mean, it plays out like Home Alone.
See, I was expecting you to say when he was throwing it over the fence, it hit the fence, bounced back, and hit him in the head.
Probably did. But to this lover of the gumballs, damn, man. Really? So focused on stealing gumballs, don't notice a box of cash right next to it.
I had a gumball machine in my house, and I got it for my kids for Christmas.
Wink, wink, nod, nod. That's what he said. It was for the kids.
No, it was cute. I mean, they put a penny in it, and they'd get a gumball.
I had one. It was a small one, and you would put a penny in it, and you turn it. Of course, you could open it up and get in it if you want to, but I had one as a kid as well. Well, Walls, we put another bow on another show live from J-Town's Grill, and tomorrow back in the Superior Lawn Service. I did it again. I did it again. The Stadium Auto Body Collision Center Studios tomorrow. It will be a Who Better Wednesday. We'll see who the contestants are. But in the meantime, for Uncle Walls, I'm JC. I leave you like I do each and every day. If you're going to do it right. And if you do it right, do it twice. Y'all take care. God bless. Walls.
Goodbye.
And even if it is, keep this in mind. You take it on the